Hopefully everyone is having a good day today. All three market indices down today. Now, before we get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. All right, with that said, let's go into the one stock we are going to highlight all week, and that is WKHS. Okay, guys? The reason why I'm highlighting WKHS, it's at a critical point, in my opinion. It's hidden for the second time in 3 trading days, this 50-day moving average right here. Now, if, in my opinion, again, this is solely based on technicals. If it starts breaking down below this 50-day moving average, right, which will indicate a whole new trend, right? This stock has not hit this 50-day moving average and broken below this 50-day since this initial breakout from mid-June right here from it was from a $3 range. Okay, so guys, if you see this right here and it breaks below this, that means that the sentiment in the stock has changed, and in my opinion would be a short. Okay, now this has nothing to do with their long-term prospect of the stock or of the company rather, or where they're going or anything like that. It's only based on technicals. To me, that would suggest this whole move right here is wrong and people will start getting out of this name. So watch this very carefully if you're long. Now, and if you're thinking about getting into the stock, look for better trade location. Guys, that is the key about winning in the stock market, trade location. All right, WKHS, we will follow it all week and see what happens. All right, so let's go into the stocks that we do own. First one is VUZI. So VUZI had a poor day today, down 24 cents or almost 5%. Again, here I thought we were going to have a great day, gapped up, hit that $5 range right early in the morning, and then did nothing but sell off. Good thing is we did close above that 10 SMA, that blue line. Did probably want it, probably tomorrow may challenge this midpoint Bollinger Band, so watch that very carefully tomorrow. If we start breaking below this midpoint, we have to target this 50 SMA right here as another level of support, and if it breaks that, we have to really be careful and probably go much lower than that. But I'm pretty confident that this not only will this midpoint Bollinger Band will hold, but this 50 SMA. All right, guys, VUZI, I've been long since $4.07. Next stock that actually did really well in our portfolio was MTSI. Again, this one gapped up, held its gap actually today, went all the way up here to 38.51. Did sell off with the market, but now what? We're above the value area high. We're above this 10 SMA. I think this will be bought on pullbacks, but watch this very carefully. Okay, everyone? If it starts breaking below this 50-day moving average, I think that's not, won't be a good sign, obviously. So be very careful. That should be our support level right there, that 33.50. The 35.37. Been long since 33.62. One stock that's been giving me a lot of problems. Been trying to play it, try to give it the benefit of the doubt, thinking that it's going to eventually turn. Been basing here for a very, very long time. Been getting chopped up in this name. Got long last week when I saw the CEO buy a ton of calls. Obviously, it's STNG. Now, guys, be very careful. It is trading below this midpoint Bollinger Band. It did break below this 10 SMA right here. So watch again very carefully. If it starts getting below that 10.22, I probably will just have to delete this name completely from my list. I hope tomorrow it'll gap and go a little bit. Hopefully we can get above that 10 SMA. If not, takes out today's low again tomorrow. It may have to be out of the name. Okay, that is STNG. One stock I just want to highlight that I did an intraday trade. It was WWR. Played it in the past. Played it last week. I want to bring this up on an intraday chart. Been watching it very carefully. I thought that it did hit a little bit of support right around that $5.20 range. So I came back up on my screen, and then right here, right around 8 o'clock, 8:30. Pacific time, it looked like it wanted a base right there. So I did take a position right up here, right around that $5 mark. And, unfortunately, I did get stopped out. The low at the time was 491. So I had my stop. I figured if it was going to get below that, it was probably going to go lower. So if you're not in WWR, my opinion is to wait a little bit. There might be a little more downside in this name. I hope one of two things can happen. It could either start basing right here and that 50 SMA, which is all the way down here at that $3.20 mark, will come up to meet price, or this price will come down to meet this 50 SMA. Either way, wait for decent trade location in WWR. All right, guys, let's go into the three stocks that look good going into tomorrow. FSLY, in my opinion, is the first one. Gap down last week. Now it looks like it's starting to base. I usually have this 3-day waiting period before I see something I like, a gap down before buying. And if today is that third day, see if it can hold this low of the day today, which is right around there at $82. So if that could hold, great. If not, again, scale into the position. Wait for that first 30-minute candle to take it up on the upside if you're thinking about going long, and do not go all in right away. Okay, guys, you have to scale in because it could very easily continue going lower. That is FSLY. All right, next stock that looks good on my list, I think really good, is VRTX. Vertex Pharmaceuticals was up about 1% today. Did gap down like FSLY last week, and now it's starting to base. The one thing I do like about this one, it made that initial low, the first gap down, and it's held that ever since. So you know what? There's a little bit of support right here. Buyers have came in, jumped in. So that's actually a really, really good sign. Obviously, we're in this overextended, oversold situation. We're way outside this outer Bollinger Band or lower Bollinger Band right there. So, and this is a good place to maybe start taking a small position in here, right? You buy a really small position, and then you use that low of $213 as your out. Okay, guys, VRTX. Next stock that I'm going to give you does look decent on the chart. It's a very high volatile stock, so make sure you're very nimble if you do get into this name. It's NETE, NETE right here. Okay, guys, 705 close today, right here by this point of control. We are below that 10 SMA, below this midpoint Bollinger Band, so be very careful here. Watch that first 30-minute candle. If we can get above this $7.40 range and then take that out again on that next 30-minute candle, to me that would signal a buy, and then you clearly use today's low as your out. Okay, guys, you use that $7 mark as your out if you do get into this name, NETE. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Monday evening. Again, my name is Eric, and you can reach me at eric@valueareatrader.com. That's Eric with a C at valueareatrader.com. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and either post them on the comment section of YouTube, or you can reach out to me directly. All right, everyone, have a great night. Remember, we will see you tomorrow, and trade smart and be safe.